The preliminary hearing in the case of a Santa Maria woman who was assaulted and killed wrapped up today.
The two men face first-degree murder charges, among other counts. Amanda Valdez spent the past 3 days following this case in court. And Amanda, another round of witnesses today.
That's right. After 3 days of hearing from several witnesses, the prosecution and the defense both pled their case to the judge, while both defendants sat inside the courtroom showing no emotion. The preliminary hearing in the Marilyn Pharis case finished up with the final prosecution witness taking the stand. The testimony centered around what happened the day the alleged suspects, Victor Martinez and Jose Villagomez, broke into her home.
After Victor went upstairs, he stayed downstairs and then he heard some yelling.
Did he know who was yelling?
He said it was a female voice yelling.
Defense attorneys say the men thought no one was inside, and they say there is no evidence to prove they had any intention to steal or hurt Pharis.
They were looking for a place for themselves to stay and to stash their stuff.
But prosecution attorney Ann Bramson painted a very different picture of what happened last summer when Pharis was assaulted and ultimately died.
Miss Pharis was fighting for her life. She fought and fought and fought to survive.
Bramson says Martinez admitted to being inside of the home for 30 minutes, something she described as a violent and extreme amount of time in which Pharis was being attacked.
He ended up getting a hammer. He admits, despite what counsel says, to having struck her with a hammer.
Martinez's defense lawyer says otherwise.
We have 3.5 hours of audio or of interview between the detectives and Mr. Martinez, where he repeatedly denies an intent to kill.
Villagomez's attorney says the charges against his client should be different.
As to Mr. Villagomez, the analysis is somewhat different because he is not the actual killer.
But in the end, the judge found both men accountable for the actions that took place last year.
The court held them both to answer on account of first-degree murder. He also found the special allegation of use of a hammer as to Mr. Martinez. He found the special circumstance of torture as to Mr. Martinez and the special circumstances of felony murder on burglary, robbery, and rape by fingers or foreign instrument as to both Mr. Martinez and Mr. Villagomez.
And both defendants are scheduled to appear back in court on January 19th for arraignment. Live in Santa Maria, I'm Amanda Valdez.
All right, thank you, Amanda.